Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Prescott now. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Eric Armstead able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. To try again after the sack. Prescott wide open, Amari Cooper. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Prescott from the gun. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott now from the 50. Buying time to his left. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Warren. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Carr now on first down. Oh, he stays up, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Joseph Osai able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. After the sack on first down, Carr. He's got Smith here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They still can't get it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Touchdown! Chase Claypool. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
High throw, but he makes the catch. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Dak. Finding Otten once more. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On the give, this is Eckler. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got Otten. And, the stadium clock says 0, but the one on your screen is the one that matters, and the officials say yes, it's a timeout with 1 second left to go and a field goal try forthcoming to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So it's the Seahawks who are going to get the first crack at things. They'll possess it to start things off here in overtime. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, CD, we get to see the debut of the brand-new postseason overtime rules. Now, as everybody is learning, both teams are going to be guaranteed an offensive possession. So they might get the ball first here, but a touchdown does not right away win the game.
And we saw many marker games along the way that sparked a lot of conversation. But the Buffalo-Kansas City game in the 2022 playoffs, That really brought about this rule change. What an amazing game, a true classic. Ended in overtime without Buffalo getting a shot with the football, and the people didn't like that at all. So starting this season, if you make the playoffs, you'll get a chance to answer if the other team scores first, and that way you get a chance to keep a great game as well as your hopes alive as you chase the big prize.
46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They are into field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Stevenson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. First throw of overtime for Carr. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Carr. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes in overtime in the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure's now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, in the regular season, they would already be celebrating. Not so simple here in the playoffs. Now they also need to make a defensive stand if they want to pick up the victory.
Yeah, and I'm sure the team would be in favor of just taking the win right now, but in a small way, those defenders also kind of happy for the rule change because now, on the big stage of postseason, they're the ones who can come out here and lock down the victory.
2nd down and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. This is where the new rule comes into effect. In past years, this game's over. They've got a chance, though, to match touchdowns now. It's 1st down. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Dak. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Eric Armstead, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Prescott. And he's got it. And the Jags are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Well, if you like drama, especially in the biggest of all games, we are back for the 2nd overtime now in the Super Bowl. 4 downs to get into the end zone and tie this game. It's 1st and goal. Now Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, what a game this has turned out to be here. 2nd possession of overtime. Obviously, Charles, they need the touchdown. And now looking pretty good here in the red zone.
And in addition, they face a very important decision if they do reach the end zone. Kick the extra point, take the tie, and send this game to sudden death, or go for 2 and let it...
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Austin Eckler. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jags are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Now for the point after. And his kick is right through. That time a 9-play drive. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. A solid stiff arm. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Both teams with touchdowns already, so just a field goal wins it now. Here's 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Carr completes it, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. From just outside of field goal range. 3 points, all that's needed. Here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go up the middle with Chubb. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears the